Hello guys and welcome to KeeperRL. This is a base building dungeon keeper roleplay game in which you control the master of the dungeon. I'm going to build our base, create minions and conquer the land. With a little twist, you can actually control people personally and you are actually in the game, so it's not a god mode, but you are actually, your character is in the game. Without further ado, let's start the game. We're going to play as Keeper. I have it set up as me, obviously, Feniks. And let's go. Create a new world. And then we're going to skip into the game. Okay, so we're starting in the world as our Keeper in here. That's us, and our 4 minions, imps. Our goal is to dig into the mountain, gather resources, build a base, and basically survive continuous waves of attack. There are different factions in the game. There are tribes of human, lizardmen, elf, dwarves, and more humans. So we'll be fighting with all of them. And there is some other dungeon keepers as well. And so what we're going to do, we're going to pick a good place to start, and I think this one looks quite nice. We'll start our base in here. Let's dig a little corridor. And I think we'll start like that, yeah. I would like my base to go in here, so let's send our minions to build, and I will talk to you slowly and tell you what this game is about. So basically you start with the minions, you build your base, you slowly expand, and there will be other monsters that you have to fight in the game. Just expand here a little bit more, so we can see what's going on. You also, as a twist to everything else, you can control your minions. So if we click here on our minions, I have my keeper. Click left to control him. I have my keeper. Here. And control. Now I am actually controlling the keeper. As I move, the time slowly progresses for me. So I can see what's going on in here. Kind of check this land out. See how far it goes. Okay. Press U to stop controlling him. And now we can decide how to build our base around this mountain here. Okay, great. So let's grab it and let's start working on it. I want this corridor to kind of go quite deep into the base, and we'll have slowly defenses in here that we can release monsters on our enemies. So as it goes to here, we'll drag it like that. We're digging. And that's as far as it's going to go for us. Okay, so my minions will dig that. We'll also build some sort of defenses in here. So as soon as people come in, we'll let them come from 2 different angles. Like that. Yeah, let's let them come like that, and we'll expand the room in here in the middle. That's going to be where we're going to be fighting with them, because we need some sort of defenses. So as my minions slowly build, you can see that they discover more and more land, and we gather resources. We have steel in here, so we're going to collect this even iron ore. Let's go, let's make it 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 5 is good room. 1, 2, 3. Now we can have our monsters being released from here. Okay, they will slowly dig it out. And eventually we'll do adventures as well. Our guys can actually travel further into the field. There will be villages there that we have to fight monsters and other things. The game is quite difficult, I have to admit. So it may be quite a bit of a problem for us that we'll have to fight other enemies in here. And we will have to struggle to survive. It's not the easiest thing to do. Because I played a little bit and I actually lost within first hour or so. So I presume we're going to have about 4 or 5 episodes, maybe more. If we survive more, we'll have more. Okay, so it goes like that. And then we have base in here, that's fine. That sounds reasonable to me. Let's build another room in here. And in these rooms we'll have our monsters and defenses. So let's dig it like that, we'll have our monsters there. My minions will go and dig it. And we'll have to figure out layout of our base. What we need to do, the first thing we need to do is the library. Library and storage, that's 2 rooms we need. I think we'll have a storage here. That's a good place for storage. Let's just paint it like that. That's going to be a big storage room for all the resources that we have and collect. Sounds reasonable? Yep. Send our minions. Also, our keeper have ability. He can summon more imps. If we click here, we can summon more, and they cost us progressively more mana. Mana is the resource in the game that we have to manage and control for our keeper. So he spends mana and then he can recover it in the library. So let our minions actually dig it out for us, that's for storage. And then we'll send them on the other missions here. Set up the storage for them, that's the first thing you want to do when you start the new base. You want to set up the storage, that's really important. Because all the items now that are stored there can be used for other things. Then we're going to dig, probably in here, and set it as a library. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like them being 7 by 7. Makes it kind of nice, even 1, 2, 3, 4 entrance. And then I can kind of expand from there. We'll build a library, that's going to be important for us and for our keeper, so he can do research and recover mana. And after that we'll tell our minions to build things. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Great. Okay, they work fast now, and when you have 8 of them, they actually work really fast. So let's grab them, let's tell them to just dig them trees. We'll need some wood, so they can as well do that. Come on guys, you do that for me. Great. You kind of paint them up with this cursor here. I think that's going to be enough wood for our initial process. Let's send them out there. Let's go to library. And let's start building it. Basically what you do, you paint this flooring pattern for a library. And eventually when we get some wood, they will build things for us. We can't build a door because we don't have wood. We have other buildings as well. Bridge, barricade, torches, eyeballs, prison head, and so on. We need a dormitory for our minions. So we have 2 minions now. In here when you look, you can have beasts. And it will spawn different animals. Basically ravens, wolves, I think bears and other. A graveyard for your undead. So when you kill monsters, they will actually spawn them slowly. And you can revive them as undead. And then we have this dormitory for your human-like monsters. Human-like monsters for your humans. So we will build dormitory in here. It doesn't have to be big. But it can be a decent size here, yeah. If we dig it, let's dig it like that. They will have enough beds there. There is no room sizes at the moment, so we can use it the way we want it at the moment. And that's great, you dig like that, and we'll have a room here as well. So then our monsters can go in both directions. Great. Okay, let's select our keeper and he can do research. In our research section we can have a crafting, allows you to build a workshop and produce basic equipment, or sorcery, learn basic spells, or alchemy, build laboratory and produce basic potions. I think as the first thing we'll go for a workshop. And ironworking, we can do that as well, why not? Build a forge to produce metal weapons and armor. For now we'll leave it, we'll build workshop somewhere here. That looks like a reasonable thing. Let's figure it out how we want it. We probably want it to go like that. Dig it, 1, 2, like that, and then we'll build from here. Okay, we'll open this lake. So if we dig it like that, that could be our workshop here. Like this. Come on, okay. and send our minions, and we'll place the workshop. Then we can spawn other monsters here. Dormitory. We need some beds. They cost us 10 wood. We have 361, so that's okay. And let's just build it like that. Then we'll place the beds and the monsters can actually be born there and leave. Kill or torture some innocent beings for more mana. So we get mana for being basically evil. So the more evil you are, the more mana you will get. Let's place some doors in our places here. And probably here and here. And that should do it. We'll place them nicely. Now if you click on the door, you can lock it. Right click to lock. Well, I'm trying. Alright, that's kind of weird. I can lock this one, but I can't lock this door. It's really odd. Door again. So yeah, there are still few bugs because the game is in the early access, but it's kind of interesting game to play with. So you definitely keep an eye on it and on its development. It's coming to Steam anytime now. Okay, never mind about the door, let's build the workshop in here. Workshop requires us a little bit of wood, but that's okay, we can build enough of it here. And our monsters will build this flooring here, and eventually we can build machines there as well. Okay, as you can see here on the mini-map, it kind of shows you how the area looks like. So that's underneath our base, in here basically, and then we go further and further. Okay, so now, as the workshop is kind of spawning there, and they can actually walk on it. You see, they can take a stand on their tile, so you can actually spawn it all over the floor and you don't have to worry about the gaps for people to walk through. We're going to dig a little bit further for this metal ore. So what we're going to do, we're going to have that. Let's grab it, let's grab as much metal as we can, and we'll slowly be expanding the gate. 1, 2, 3, and go like that. And here, 1, 2, 3. Just so they can access to 2 rooms from a different perspective, and we'll build things there. So what I want to do, I want to build a graveyard in here. In the graveyard you pick fallen enemies, bring them in, and eventually you expand, they will be transformed into undead creatures. And in this one we can build the beasts. That's the beast layer, so we'll build that eventually as well. As soon as I dig it out, we'll do it. And in our dormitory room here, we are spawning different creatures. So that's our goblin. So we have workshop, and let's click on the goblin and send him to work in the workshop. Okay, so we'll have our guys working there in the workshop for now. We have another one joining our forces, so we have one extra. He will come and put his bed somewhere. There, and he's now with us. Great. Let's grab this room here. Just want to paint it like that. And we can have it as a room for something. Don't know what yet, but we're going to use it definitely for something in the future. For now, let's place some doors as well. So we can have door here and here. And then we can install some sort of a beast layer here. We can have plenty, so let's place few. That will do probably for now. That's enough wood. We're struggling with the graveyard because we don't have resources to do it yet. That's okay. They will build that. Awesome. And you go away now, guys. And let's give you a mission to dig this thing. As you dig deeper into the mountain, you can come across dwarves and other creatures, and so it's not always safe. The further afield you dig, the worse you can discover. So we'll have to try to maneuver between these all resources in here. Try to collect as much as we can without exposing ourselves too much. We'll send them to dig that. I wanted to dig this as well. I need this stone. It's used for quite a few things and it's not that much of it. Like that. Okay, we'll send them there. They can do the jobs for us. Come on, guys, you all of you go. One more. As you can see, the goblin produces a leather helmet, so we eventually are getting resources from them working in the workshop, and you can equip your guys with better resources. We're going to lock this door, so when the beasts spawn, they can actually stay there and don't go and attack anyone, because they're kind of mindless, so they basically are creatures and they will just go and attack any living creature they can find. And our goblins will do a great job. Okay, we have 2 more of them. Order, you go to workshop, you go to workshop as well. We need people working. We also need a training room, so why don't we start working on that one as well? Okay, have a 1 entrance. Let's go like that for now. Whoa, I didn't mean that. Like that. That should keep our goblins busy. And then we can connect possibly to this corridor there eventually in the future. And just expand our room in here. A lot of rooms won't be perfectly aligned because obviously the way the mountain goes. Leather armor we got produced, great. So if I quick go on this guy, he can disarm the traps, that's all he can do. Okay, but eventually our base will kind of grow in here. You see, these stones will be collected and moved to our base, granite. The only thing that won't be touched is a gold, you need a separate room for it. Have another goblin join our forces, that's great. Yeah, in the separate room for your treasure. So I think we'll start working on a treasure room in here. Go like that for now. And we'll see how it goes here. Build a training room for your minions, I know that. Yes, I'm trying my best. Okay, first thing I want to build is this. Treasure room. As we place that, our gold will be collected there. Gold is used for quite a few things. And now we can build a training room. Let's place it here. That will do for now. Eventually we can kind of expand it bigger and bigger. But it costs you quite a bit of iron, so I don't want to do too much with it. Can you go to workshop as well for now? Goblin produces the first aid kit. And Raven joins our forces. Okay, we don't have enough gold for our minions. So some of them will not work if we can't pay them. So if you see, our gold will have to go to our treasure room. And as we have more gold, eventually they will join us. Let's go to orders. And then fetch the items, yes. Can you actually fetch them here from here? Hopefully. Are you actually doing, guys? Yeah, you are moving the gold, that's great. Pay time, 26 gold. Kill or torture some innocent creature for mana. There is a lot of this information on top you get. You can disable them, but I'm going to use them for now so you can kind of watch the tips there for us. And Ravens is joining our forces. A few Ravens then. Let's unlock the door. Come on, Ravens, you go. Unlock it. Great. Stay in your cages. That's what we need. Raven don't cost that much, so we can keep them. They can be used to attack other beings as well in the world. Well, we're going to do last thing before we finish this episode, guys. We're going to go in here, installations, and the eyeball. Eyeball costs you some mana, but it expands your vision, so we can see if anything is approaching our base. We'll place one here, so we can kind of see what's going on. And possibly that's it. Yeah, one here will be enough for now. Now that should see quite far away. Maybe even here, and cancel this one. So then it can see in all directions. Okay guys, please let me know what you think about this game so far. You had a little look at it. It's a little bit similar to the Dwarf Fortress, but it has some extra spin to it. So yeah, please let me know what you think about this game, and if you want me to play it more, I will probably play for a few more episodes so we can get used to it, and I will learn as we go with it. If you are familiar with the game, please give me some tips, because that would help me a lot, because I'm brand new to the game, so I would appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.